Alright, so what is up guys? In the previous session we learned about what is weld constraint, so how we can weld two parts together. So in this session we're going to be understanding about an instance called as tool. Okay, so I've written three questions here. First one is what is tools, how do we use tools, and where do we place tools. Okay, so basically in your game, if you want the characters or the players to hold a weapon, or let's say a gun, I'll be just creating two parts here in the workspace, and let me just put it like this and here. Alright, so here I've created a model here named as gun, and I've inserted two parts here. The first one is the top part, and this one is a place where you hold the gun. Okay, I've inserted a weld constraint to weld both of these parts so they don't fall once I hold them in the hand. And in order to make this a gun or make the player hold this tool, I'll be inserting an instance called as tool, and I'll be just dragging this model into this tool. Okay, so that's basically it. And in order for the tool to work, I need to place this tool inside of the starter pack. Okay, and if I were to run this, all right, so if you want the player to hold the gun in the hand, okay, or the tool in the hand, then we need to name a part as the handle. And here I've named this part as a handle. If I were to bring in the workspace, okay, so this one I've named it as a handle, and let's say I want to put it outside of the tool. Okay, so whenever you're changing the directory or if you're changing the location of a part, make sure to change the weld constraint. Okay, so even though it like automatically changes, just make sure. Okay, so here I've changed the location of the handle to tool, so the parent of the handle is tool now. Before it was gun. So here I'll be just clicking on this part one and clicking on handle once again. Okay, just to make sure. So I'll be dragging this tool into the starter pack, and if I were to play it, it should give me the tool in my hand. Yeah, so this is basically it. And since the orientation or the rotation of the tool was not right, in order to fix that, I'll be just using a plugin. It's called as tool grip editor. Okay, so I'll be putting this plugin or the link of this plugin in my video description, so you guys can check it out. Just install it and put it inside your workspace, okay, or in your Roblox Studio. So if I were to click this, it should say select a tool, and if I click on this, it should say edit tool grip. Okay, so here this is basically it. And if I were to rotate it, it should say like this, and I can just rotate it like this. Let's say 90 here, and on the red, let me just put it a little bit up here, so it says 90 like this. Okay, and let's say I want, maybe I think that's basically it. Okay, so if I were to make it a little bit more inside, I can just use this green arrow and put a little bit more inside. Okay, so that's basically how you edit the rotation or the position of the tool that you want the character to hold in their hands. Okay, so that was it. You can close it, click on window, and click on properties again, just to make sure that you get properties once again. So if I have to run this, it should do it correctly, perfectly fine. Yeah, it's right. So I just want the hand to be visible a little bit, and this is basically the simplest definition of tool. And how do we use tools? So basically, what are tools? Tools are a sort of instance that you want the character or the player to have in their backpack or the character, or they can equip it, such as guns, swords, keys, whatsoever. So how do we use tools? We use it using the instance called as tool, and we drag the model, or we can drag any single part, and the part which we want it to be held by the character's hand, we'll be naming it as a handle. And that's how we use tools. Okay, and where do we put tools? We put tools in the starter pack. Okay, so now in this segment of the video, I'll be discussing about few events or functions of the tools that you can use in your script. So let's say if I were to create a script instead of a tool, it has to always be a local script. Okay, not a server script. If you put a server script instead of a tool, it would not work. Okay, because local script is with respect to the player or the client side. So that's why we are using the local script and not the server script. So here I'll be creating a small script. Alright, so here I've created a really small script, a local script. Okay, my bad. So here I've used three events which are commonly used by developers, namely equipped, unequipped, and activated. In order to get these events, I'll be using the script operand, and the script operand is basically the tool. Okay, so this is my local script, and script of parent is tool. Okay, so tool.equip, it basically means that tool has been equipped. Same goes for unequipped, tool has been unequipped. Okay, so here there's a small thing called as tool.activated. So what activated does is that if the player has equipped the tool and he clicks the mouse button, okay, the left mouse button, if he clicks that, then whatever is written in this code, it runs. Okay, so if I were to run this, and let's say I equip the tool, so in the output it says tool has been equipped. If I click one again, it says tool has been unequipped. So tool has been equipped, and if I were to click, it says tool has been activated. And here up you can see something spawned. Okay, and this something spawned is basically the pod, my pod, and I will use the instance.new pod workspace. Okay, alright, so guys, that was basically it about tool instance and how we can use these three popular events, namely equipped, unequipped, and activated for our game development. So if you guys have any doubts, queries, questions, or whatsoever, kindly comment down and I'll just answer them. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye.